Realme launched two devices yesterday with its first ever appearance at the MWC event in Barcelona. Realme 14 Pro and 14 Pro Plus are now going on pre-orders in Europe, and the company sets an ambitious goal for itself to become a noted global smartphone provider in the next 3 years. This Realme 14 Pro lineup seems to be a good start. There was also a Realme prototype revealed at MWC, which we will talk about in a minute. These handsets first popped up in China and then in a few other global markets, so we are already quite familiar with what they pack inside. The 14 Pro Plus is the leader and has a bigger OLED screen than the non-Plus model. It is 6.83 inches with a 1.5K resolution and 100% DCI-P 3-color gamut. The refresh rate is 120 Hz, and it caps the brightness at 1500 nits. This device also holds a massive 6000 mAh Ci-C cell inside and recharges it at 80 watts via a Super VOOC adapter. The Pro Plus is also the only sibling with a periscope telephoto 3x 50 megapixel Sony IMX882 sensor. So if portraits are your priority, this model is the safer bet. The other cameras are 32 megapixels, selfie, plus 50 megapixels, main, plus 8 megapixels, ultra-wide. All your photos and videos are processed through Qualcomm's 2.5 GHz octa-core Snapdragon 7S Gen 3 SoC with up to 12 GB RAM backing it up. Realme UI 6X Android 15 has been a turning point for Realme devices because of all the new AI features. Realme 14 Pro Plus's official price in Europe starts at €580 for 12/512 GB memory trim. Realme 14 Pro has been given less power with its Dimensity 7300 chip, but it's still the perfect mid-tier performer for the price. The 14 Pro cuts the screen to 6.77 inches, which is still a decent size. It will surprise you with its max brightness, which is higher than the Pro Plus at 4500 nits. Of course, it's still a 120 Hz OLED, but the SoC can only handle 1080p resolution at those refresh rates. Same as the Pro Plus, this standard Pro model also has an IP69 rating and military standard 810H compliant durability. It even follows the very same color-changing philosophy as the other sibling when the temperature reaches 16 degrees Celsius or below. Its camera might be disappointing for some buyers. It doesn't have a telephoto, but the main camera is solid at 50 megapixels with a Sony IMX882 sensor OIS stabilized. The other rear lens is monochrome 2 megapixels and the front shooter is 16 megapixels, which is also half the resolution of its Pro Plus sibling. Its charging speed is also cut to almost half at 45 watts input. At least it has the same battery size at 6000 mAh. Realme 14 Pro only demands €430 starting price in Europe. MWC 2025 seems to be the perfect venue for Realme's new prototype, and it brought the most ambitious project of all to the news media. Obvious by name, this prototype unit had a swappable DSLR-type interchangeable lens system with a custom-made mounting mechanism. This phone has a 1-inch sensor from Sony, and if you use it with the 234mm lens, the prototype essentially becomes a DSLR. This concept has validity, but there's little to no possibility for its mass production.